Hi everybody, welcome to Real Rebel. Today I am going to talk about Bill and Ted Face the Music. Now, Bill and Ted Face the Music came out in 2020 and it stars Keanu Reeves as Ted Theodore Logan and Alex Winter as Bill S. Preston, Esquire. And this is the third film in the Bill and Ted series. The first was Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, which came out in 1989, I believe, and then Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, which I believe came out in 91 or 92. This film is, it basically picks up that these two characters were supposed to create a song that was supposed to fix all the problems in the universe and unite the world and bring about world peace, but that hasn't happened yet. And Bill and Ted are in their 50s and they're taken to the future and they're told that they haven't created the song yet and that they need to do it by a certain time, otherwise the universe and reality as we know it will come to an end. And actually I find it funny because the leader in the future reminds me an awful lot of the witch or the queen who was in Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe, the animated, so I was just waiting for her to bring out some Turkish delight. So, of course, the beginning of the movie has a lot of jokes, a lot of throwback, a lot of nostalgia, which is great. Bill and Ted both have daughters who do a fantastic job of emulating Bill and Ted. They act like them, and those two actresses did a fantastic job. And this movie is a lot of fun. So Bill and Ted devise a plan. Well, if we've created the song that will save the universe, well, why don't we just go into the future and steal it from ourselves, and so that we don't have to come up with it because we're under such a time crunch. And this happens in the other two films as well, where they talk to their former selves. Now, this does not follow Back to the Future logic. In Back to the Future, you cannot talk to your former self, otherwise you'll cause a paradox and end the universe, or you may simply pass out. And also, it doesn't, in Bill and Ted time travel, you could say, well, I could have, there's a bad guy over there, so I'm just going to remember to use the time machine to, well, in this case it's a phone booth, so we're going to use the booth and we're going to tie a bucket from the ceiling, have it drop on the bad guy's head, and and then it happens because they remind themselves to do that. That does not work in Back to the Future logic, but it does here. I think that that's an interesting contrast, that they ignore Doc Brown quite a little bit. So to me, by far the best scenes in this movie are the scenes where they encounter their future selves, and they do it several times because each time they go to see their future selves, they still haven't written the song at that time period. So and their future selves are kind of reminiscent of the other Bill and Teds that were in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, who were the evil Bill and Ted. So they have a lot of fun with that. The evil Ted, Keanu Reeves, is hysterical in this. And if you've seen the previews, then you already know that William Sadler makes a return to the movie as Death. Now, Death was in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, which was the second film, and he was hysterical in that movie. And they use him, I think, just the right amount in this movie, and he's still very funny. The movie kind of diverges into two different parts where Bill and Ted, they're trying to steal their song from their future selves, and the daughters, who catch wind of what's going on, go back in time and they collect different musicians from the past to try to put together a song that will save the universe and reality as we know it. So it's almost kind of like a combination of the Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. And so I liked that. I tend to like to only follow one storyline and the main characters. I think it worked. So for Bill and Ted Face the Music, I am going to give the movie 3 cat paws. I think it's worth watching. It's fun. I don't really like it as much as the other two that came before it, but it really, there are some good parts in it that if you're a fan of those other two, that it will be worth watching this time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!